Okay, and I want to tell you a story. When I was a child, about say 5 years old, I was really excited to see my dad come home. I'll look out the window, see if he's there. It was still light out, and it's just I don't see his car yet. I'll check every like hour or so or something like that. Look out the window, get the curtains out of the way, and look, and you see like with excitement, waiting for him to come home. And finally just got dark, and I just looked up. I couldn't really see anything. I was like, all right, whatever. And finally, just going back to my business, playing with my toys or whatever. He comes home. I hear the keys jingle and everything. He comes home, and I see him, and I was like, "Daddy!" I was just like so excited to see him. He went and sat on this couch, and I just ran right over him, and I was like little, right? So I just grabbed him by the leg, and I just kind of like hugged it so hard, like, oh my God, Daddy, you're home, and I was like, Papa, that's what I called him, and for some reason, all of a sudden, I just felt this, like, his leg was like this, right? And I was like grabbed him like that, and he just like flicked his knee, and I just went flying. I was like, and I hit the wall, and I fell down. I just didn't understand what was going on. I was so excited to see you. I love you so much, and why, how could you do this to me? Like, how could you hurt me? And that really, hurt me a lot. And I've done some work on it to, kind of get through this stuff. So, I'm kind of better at it now. But that was a really big, hurtful time in my life. And ever since then, I felt like, I, I would cry myself to sleep. Like, what was it me? What was the reason? I didn't understand as a child. And I promised that to me because, like, I barely saw my dad. He was always working. That I would never want to do that to my kids. To, you know, not be there for them. And 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 so as I grew up, as I became a father, understand that uh, the pressures of life, having to pay the bills, you got to go out and work, and it just seems like the system's broken. Like no matter how much I work, how much I made, it just comes in and goes out, and I just couldn't understand that. And so I had to go through this journey to really understand like how are others making it? Like how are they able to you know uh, go on the trip that they wanted to go to and spend time with their family and take on this awesome trip, and also just be able to be home with their child and spend as much as they want with them, really teach them values and be there for them when they're at their soccer game, their recitals, and just to be a part of their lives, which I was missing, and that my dad that was missing in my life, because my dad couldn't show up to my recitals or to my concerts or whatever it is that I did. And I really wanted him to I wanted him to really be proud of me. Like I just like you really wanted to like be you want to make your parents proud basically, and no matter what, he just wasn't there to to witness that. So anyways, long story short, that's really important to me, which is why that's really uh, I hold near and dear to my heart that I want to be there for my kids. And as I grew up, I started to experience, yeah, I felt the same pressures that my dad felt. No matter what I did, it was just tough. And the more I worked to provide, the more it took time away, and I had to find a way. And so nowadays, I finally found it. It was a lot of struggle. I learned a lot, definitely, and it was just, switching, learning about taxes and business and everything else. It was the internet, and that's where, uh, it was exciting just to wake up and hear my phone and see, hey, there's sales on my phone, like cha-ching, cha-ching, or, oh, you made a sale, you sold whatever today, and that was more exciting to me. Just grateful and blessed by uh, what's out there, and that I want to share that with all of you who are just working so hard in a factory. I know that some of you guys work in a factory, or some of you guys have businesses, and or some of you guys have 9 to 5 jobs. where it's great and all, but at the end of the day, it's just it just drains you. You hate it. You just want to spend more time with your kids, but you can't. And it was hard would leave for work, and my daughter Penelope would hold my neck and be like, "Daddy, Daddy, don't go." I was like, "But I have to go. I need to leave you." And I felt that was like the same time when my dad flicked me off, was when I had to push her away because I had to go to work. But I know in her mind she was so little. She was only like 11 months old, and she didn't understand at the time. She would cry and cry, and it just put tears in my eyes while I'm leaving to work. And I just, like, kill frustrated at the time, but I wanted to figure it out. And so, I was able to stay with some of the best coaches, and it kind of got me through it, and was able to make my first sale online. And that was the most elusive, most hardest sale ever, because it was just simple. You push the button, buy, right? And people, like, how hard could it be? And it wasn't about me. It was really about numbers and volume. Definitely having a team overseas to help with that. Um, and now that I'm able to generate sales online, I want to also serve a greater purpose, to also share that journey with you, to help you also build an asset on the side so that when you want to leave your job, you can. Um, and that there's always something on the side building up no matter what while you're there. And the fact of the matter is really not about how smart you are. Anyone can do this. Really, it's just following a set of rules that I would then give to someone that I hire overseas. And they because of the conversion rate of the dollar, it's you know I'm, 250 to $1.50 an hour would supply a family of three overseas, and they do great work. They're fluent in English and everything else, and so I have them take care of all this stuff for me and build it up for me. And so here I am. I want to share that journey with you. I want to take you through this same stuff. But as of right now, let's see what kind of parents you are. Now, as of right now, um, if this is for you, this is what you want for your kids. This is what you also want to be doing in serving your kids and being part of their lives, then go ahead and click the button below. Let me send you some information about that. It's a little bit of a book that I've created about my story, a little more detail than what I have in this summary here. And I'll be able to kind of walk you through the journey, show you what I've been doing, and see if it's the right thing for you. All right, thank you so much.